There we are, and it's good evening, and I want you to know this will be, from now on, a real trick to survive the 80s. Our spring is over. Right now it's 99 out and it's 79 in the house. We do have air and we try not to use it as much as possible. And it's after 6, and today all I've done is to try to keep my garden as hydrated as possible, and we drip. We're drips. And there's one bed where we buried it too deep, I think, and so I'm going to have to do, I've done the bottom part, but I think I'm going to have to do some more watering to the top part. And there's some beds that, there's one, the new bed out there, it doesn't have a drip system in it. But being that we're in now, in officially, well, it's not official yet till the 21st, but I think basically our spring is over. Although, believe it or not, in the 10-day, we've got a couple more days like this, and then it's supposed to go into the high 70s and then zip back into the 80s and 90s. So here we are, and it's definitely what I started to say. I'm going to call it our pesto season, and I've got to use that lettuce up because I don't want it to bolt and get bitter. And so today, I'm not going to make it. You're just going to see what I'm picking for it, and then I'll come back later and I'll make it. But I'll tell you about them. Oh, and when I made the lemon balm pesto, I thought the next day it was even better, and we had it when our daughter and son-in-law and family were visiting, and they liked it. So it passed the test, but I thought having it sit and sort of mellow up the flavors together helped it. Okay, we're going to go out in the hot, and you can watch what I'm going to gather up. So put on your shade hats. I'm not going to have mine on, but in your sunglasses. We're going out into the glary sun just for a little bit, because this is west that we head out, and eventually we hope to make some kind of shade out here. And I've got to call my doggie or she'll feel, Maggie, come on, hun. Yeah, let's go out. Okay. And my little zippity, no, the doodah hen that comes up has found a nest outside, and she's laid an egg almost every day in it. And it's a nice place, and it's easy for us, and we're just going to let her do it. She didn't lay an egg today, so she wasn't out. So the first thing, I think I'll get at the other end of the bed, maybe the light. Here, we're going to go up. Okay, let's see. I don't know how much that's. Anyway, this is the lettuce bed, and I'm going to see if that does it. Boy, I don't know. Let's just, okay. Oh, I meant to bring some scissors. I might have to go back and do that, but I'll try to do it without. And I am just going to take this out, root and all, because I don't know. I should bring you back and let you look, but I will in a minute. I'm splattering. This is going to really have to be cleaned good. Okay, I gotta save that. Oh, and I don't know if you can see, but the beans, I don't know if it's picking it up, but the beans are beginning to bloom. And I think maybe tomorrow I'm going to see if I don't have some carrots that I can use. So I'm going to come down here. This end I haven't watered. I don't plan to water it until in the morning. I don't want it to go all night with the dampness. It's getting late now. Okay, I think that'll be enough lettuce to put in. And this is what I have. And we're going to go out. I'll have to do it by hand and not cut off. I wish I'd brought my scissors, but not thinking ahead. Not ahead for thinking. Okay. And my tomatoes are beginning to set, so that's nice. And we're going to come around here, and I'm going to set you down over here in my lemon balm patch. But I brought you over here, and we'll turn you around. Now this is where I can't see it because it glares, so I'm just hoping, but I want to put nasturtiums. Oh, and I've got a bumblebee. I hope it isn't a bumblebee, a honeybee. I want to put some of the leaves, which is probably picking me up funny. I'm going to try to move. Okay, if I don't get stung. Okay, remember, nasturtiums are related to watercress, and the lettuce is going to need a lot of flavoring, and I don't want to pick a lot, but what I want, maybe I will, I'm going to break off this whole portion. It has some seeds on it. I want to put in the blossoms. So we're going to prune this back, and it won't last. If it's hot like this, nasturtiums don't hold up in the heat like this. Okay. I don't want to take all the seeds off because I want to keep this nice red one. Now I'm picking the red nasturtium just because I think they're like all other vegetables would be. The redder and the darker they are, the more nutrition they have in them. So I've got yellow nasturtiums, but I want these. Okay, and that's pretty full, my basket, but I'm gonna, no, I should have got another basket, because now what I want to do, and I'm just going to move the camera again and see if we can, wait just a minute, we'll get you where maybe we can see something, and I'm going to pick some of the lemon balm. And one of these days, we'll have it pulled out. Okay. And you know what I think I'll do? I could have put more, but my little basket here is getting full, and I can come back if it's not enough. If my trowel is in here, lots of times it gets carried off, and no, it's not. But one of these, I was going to pick another garlic, but I'll just use what I have in the house. But the garlic is going to come out one of these days. So this is my basket, what I have for my pesto. And then I'm going to, this time, I'm just going to use my cheddar cheese. Oh, sorry about that, from raw milk. That is very, very good. And I am going to put walnuts in it instead of this. Ooh, I'm sorry. Instead of the sunflower seeds. I think at this point here, because the camera and I are not doing well together, I'm just going to tell you good evening. And keep Well, that's way off. Okay. Good evening and keep cool. So this is, hopefully, I'll survive the 80s through this summer. It used to be, many years ago, fall was my very most favorite season. And then January, for some reason, I love the month of January. But here, after I get used to summer, it really isn't so bad because summer is tomatoes and zucchini and all this nice summer vegetables. And I like to eat seasonally, so I'm looking forward to that. And so even though it's hot and sticky, well, not sticky like the South, but sticky for me, it's an okay season. I'll get used to it, and hopefully we'll make it through. So, good evening. Like I say, keep cool.